It's a pivotal moment. Yeah, it's a bridge, like the bridge to Asgard, and there's an opening, and you could make the jump. Oh yeah, and your Uncle Mike is gonna teach you how to make the jump this week. There are times throughout the year, there are moments in our everyday lives where everything lines up just right. And when you have the energy to support you to make the jump, you might as well make the most of this opportunity. You don't want to live your life and have opportunity to pass you by. This is a time period for you to create abundance that will last for generations. It's a time period for you to jump the timeline. Yeah. And there's so much ahead of us. You could hit 888 in the chat if you hear me loud and clear, if you're ready for abundance. We're going to talk about the priorities that you need to have. You have to put priority on things right now. You know, this is the Lionsgate portal. These energies that are coming in are going to support us. The seeds that you've planted and the seeds that God planted inside of you, there were seeds that were planted inside of you. And when these energies over the past year, they came in, it's time to sprout. It's time to bear fruit. You get the fruits going in the comments. It's an important time to know. You have to have a knowing. So in today's lesson, this is, if you sit and listen to this entire message today, there will be something for you that will totally change your everyday life. It's such a powerful moment. It's such a powerful time period. I'm going to be going over priorities. I'm going to share about momentum. We're going to learn about the increase of energies and the increase of incoming light. There's an electric charge that is on this earth right now. What does it mean? The main two themes that you have to focus on a daily basis. If you focus on these two themes, you're going to be just fine, kid. Being the observer. We're even going to bring in the Gospel of Thomas. This is packed. It's filled to the brim. This live stream is filled to the brim. So yeah, the birds are back today, Maria. I'm so blessed to be outside in kind of nature. I got to be close enough to the Wi-Fi to be live with all of you. So look, they're starting up already. Sometimes we start off where we ended off. If you missed yesterday's live stream, the birds came through at the end. So I'm grateful for all of you. If you're just tuning in or if you're watching on the replay, could you kindly hit the like button? That's a great support. I'm so grateful for that. And it's going to help so many people find this message that's going to help them. It doesn't matter your background. It doesn't matter, the things that you've been studying. There's going to be something in this message today that's going to help improve your life. It's going to help you get the abundance. It's going to help you make that jump. We're jumping timelines. In the past few days, we've been sharing that many people that are awake and conscious and you kind of tuned into these energies, you know that we've shifted timelines. And now how do we make the most of it? And if you've already made the jump, there's people that are, there's a plethora of frequencies. If you've already made the jump, burn the boats. I did a full video on that. Burn the boats. Don't go back. Burn the boats if you already went. This is a transition period. So number one, attention is a priority. This is such a beautiful time period, but there's going to be distractions, distracting your attention. What is your attention? It's the currency of the universe. You pay attention, Light Warrior. So what you're paying attention to, it's so important right now. It's my honor. And if you might be new, you tune in every single day, 9 a.m. Eastern time. You could pay attention to this channel. Take the Our Everyday Live channel and challenge and show up every day throughout this year and see what happens to your everyday life at the end of this year. Right? There's people in this chat right now that have been here every single day. And how much have your lives improved? You could leave it in the comments. Your attention is so important. You have to stop paying attention to negative people telling you that, oh, the world is going to end. You're going to burn in a pit of fire. It's going to be the apocalypse. Okay, so that's going to be your life. You could go over there. You could sit in a corner. You could sulk in the corner. And me and my friends and my family, we're going to go up to the fifth dimension. So on my journey, I know the importance of, what I'm doing and moving us up. We have to move onwards and upwards. And when we're constantly moving onwards and upwards, we have to stay focused on that same general direction. It's a transition period. What do you see on the TV in the past few days? What are you watching? Yeah, everybody's watching. Yeah. No, but if you're looking at the negativity, you're looking at these weird things, right? It's going to lower your vibrational frequency. So you have to understand that. Number 2, peace is a priority. Your peace is a priority. So attention is your priority. Peace is a priority. This is so peaceful, and I'm putting a priority on my peace. You can't create abundance if you're in turmoil. And I know that everyone's lives are different, right? Literally the name of the channel. It's our everyday lives, So there are certain things that you have to focus on. How can I get as much peace as possible in my life? So you're going to have to find things that are going to bring peace to you. Right? So what brings your peace? What takes away from your peace? Sometimes on your journey, and I've been sharing this over and over again, true ascension. We talk about true ascension on this channel, right? Not nonsensical things like, oh, this is the cool word to say. I'm going to be hip and popular. True ascension is not only incorporation, but it's about elimination. So what are the things you're going to have to eliminate from your everyday life? So you have to find your peace, and you have to put peace as your priority. I feel so peaceful right now. So peaceful. When you are in that peaceful zone, you're nice and calm. Now you're able to manifest. Carisha Harrison, thank you so much for that. I appreciate you, Carisha. I love you. Thanks for being here. So your priority, when you're nice and calm, you're able to manifest these things. When you're in turmoil, when your attention is all over the place, when you're not feeling peaceful inside, remember, the outer world is a reflection of your inner world. So authentically, right? And there are things that are outside of you that actually do throw you off. That's the dimensional bleeding I talk about. So you might have been through your isolation, or you could do it throughout the day, or you could practice it. You could take a moment to meditate. You could take a moment to go out on the beach. You could take a moment out in the park. You could take a moment to get on the mountain. You have to do it like it's the medicine on a daily basis. And I tell you about my life, and I'm sharing so many things this year about the things, how I restructured my life over the past year. But this is a practice that I've been doing really for a while. Like nature is literally, like I do it like medicine. Like I've shared about my gym journey. I go to the gym, I train, I do it every day. But guess what else I do? I spend time in nature, barefoot, right? Bare on the ground, in the sand, getting in the salt water. I know not everyone's by, the ocean, but, maybe you're by a lake or a park. You have to go barefoot on the ground. I do it like it's the medicine. Hit the like button if that resonates with you. I spend that time. That's my priority of peace. I'm so at peace at the beach. I'm peace in the surroundings right now. You gotta have the peace. Number 3, momentum is real. Oh yeah, momentum is real. So you have to keep the momentum up. And you have to realize that when something comes to your life, even if it's not exactly what you expected, sometimes we have expectations. And I did that video a long time ago. Judgment and expectations lower our vibrational frequency. You can't have expectations on everything. And you can't go straight to the finish line. Heck, there is no finish line, kid. There's no finish line. No finish line. But what you need to do is know that momentum is real. So something comes into your life and you didn't expect it. So you say, well, this is going to lead to that, and this is going to lead to another thing. I recently, and I shared about that when I just said, I wanted to start the Stairway to Heaven videos. I was called to do it, and it lit something that, in a different way, it's causing this momentum. And it wasn't like, oh, I'm going to do this one video and it's going to go viral, but it started momentum for something else. So momentum is real. You have to keep the momentum going. Spartans writes facts. Yeah. Cliff, thank you so much for that. I really appreciate you, Cliff. Cheers to you. It's good about hearing about your trip. You know, so many people are being, you know, we talk about everyday life things on this channel. We keep it real. We keep it at 100. You can write in the comments, keep it at 100. That's what you need to do. You know, Cliff was sharing about how, you know, he went and, you know, he was called to study these things. You're going to be called, ready? You're going to be called to do things. God is leaving you the breadcrumbs. We have faith in God, but God has faith in you. You have to get up. We have to get up off our bums, and we have to start building a new earth. And if you have an idea to do something, that's the stuff that's going to build, you know, forever. Before I started this channel, I knew the power of the Lionsgate portal, right? And the Christ energy that comes in during this time period. And before I started the channel, I did things, right? Physical. I had to move. You can't just sit on the couch and eat nachos and cheese. No, you got to do something. So I did stuff even prior to doing this channel, and I set intentions and I studied. And you got to remember, you got to learn before you earn. There's a lot of people out there. It's the modern world, right? It's the instant gratification. You got to learn before you earn. You want to earn things. You want to build things. You know, look at how big this empire of our everyday lives has become. But I had to go through my trials and tribulations. I had to keep moving forward. I had to study. I had to overcome. You have to overcome obstacles. You got to realize that things, and then you start realizing that's the quote unquote spiritual warfare. But now you've become so high, you have climbed those stairs. If you haven't watched any of the Stairway to Heaven videos, you should check them out. You have to climb those stairs because you are on a higher dimensional plane of existence. And that's what this Lionsgate portal is all about. It's such an important time period. The next couple of weeks, it's gonna redefine you. It's gonna redefine you. But you have to put in the work. Number 4, understand that there's an increase of incoming light. Light is information. Light is showing us the things that we need to see. You have to be the observer. Okay? You have to be the observer. And, you know, when increasing light is coming in and you are receiving that light and you're seeing things that you never saw before, you have to be the observer. Don't just react to things, observe them, sit back, relax. You know, on my journey, and, you know, I'll share a little bit later in this episode, it's so important to take an observer role. That's also getting the higher vantage point that I talked about. And when you look down, you take yourself out of it and start critiquing, take out the accountability mirror on your own life. Look at other people, observe them. This is how you get the answers, because people are going to talk. They're going to talk a big game, but they have no foundation. They got nothing there. They talk. Observe. Who's being successful? What's their vibrational frequency? Who's being a BS artist, right? And you sit back and you got to start observing. Observe the behavior. I'm going to talk more about this later in the speech today. Where are we? Number 5. Number 5. You could hit 555 if we're in the 5th dimension now. Understand this. This is a powerful one. And when you think of all of these, I'm just breaking them down into little sections and quadrants. But they're all connected. They're all connected. There's an electric charge on this earth right now, highly electric charge. And this electric charge allows you to manifest fast. Lickety split, it's manifesting so fast. So now that you are realizing, have a knowing that there's an electrical charge on this earth right now, and you've been noticing this. I've noticed this. I spend a lot of time out on nature, live close to the beach. A lot of you know when you're by the beach, it's very open, so you could see the storms. You could see an amazing amount of electrical storms in the past, week. Seeing them in the distance last night, watching the sky keep lighting up. Know that this electric charge allows for quick and fast manifestation. And some people might say, "Oh, that's great." Yes, but that's why attention, oh baby, yeah, your attention. Don't be paying attention to negative things, and if you're watching things that are, weird ritualistic things that a lot of people have been posting about, they're trying to distract you and place your attention. You are actually a God creator. You, the person that's watched this video up to this point, yeah, it's you. You are able to manifest and create. So you have to be so pinpoint, laser accurate with where you're placing your attention on right now. So when you're placing your attention, yes, right now, it's so fast to manifest. That's a good thing. That's good. But it also, you don't want to manifest things for other people. You want to manifest it for you, kid, right? So what are you paying attention to? Are you at peace? Because if you're not at peace, you could manifest some not so great things as well. And know that momentum is real. So we see how it's all connected. Put a priority on your attention, priority on peace. Know that momentum is real. There's an increase of light, so there's a lot of things you're going to see. You can see if it's dark, you can't see all these things. Lots of light, and there's a highly electrical charge that allows for quick, instant manifestation, fast. So the two things, and what I was given by God, what Michael is here to do, balance and alignment, and we constantly pay it forward. So anyone that's listening to this message, you have to live your life with balance and alignment, especially at this time. If you are very balanced, if you're out of alignment, you're not gonna make the jump. Every person can make the jump. So I'm here to tell you, we know that right now, this window of time, it's so powerful when it comes to manifesting, creating generational wealth. Some people call that, right? Your whole family lineage, right? If you look at it through the DNA, you're rewriting the code for your entire family lineage. And these weeks right now, not another time, right now, it's time to rewrite that. So you have to understand balance. You are, number one, not here to suffer, and you are not here for greed. And what's the problem in the world is people are out of balance. Some people, they have these subconscious programs. Oh, I have to suffer. We have to suffer to be good people. You don't have to. Who the heck told you have to suffer, right? And then when you're focused on manifesting, you also don't want to be greedy. You have to think about what's important. You have to be in alignment and be in balance, and hit the like button if that resonates with you. Because if you really truthfully want to see things start flowing, so this is really about getting that momentum flowing. That momentum, that energy is going to flow so much better when there's balance and alignment. You are not here to suffer, and because we see it all in the world. As the observer, so I sit back, I watch, and I observe. I observe things. Observers observe. Are you an observer here for this time? I know the watchers are here. Are you a watcher watching? You watching Uncle Mike do this? Hit the like button. No, you're not here to suffer, right? So that's out of alignment. That's out of balance. No, you're not here to suffer. And if people tell you need to suffer to enter the kingdom of heaven, not up in here. Get them out of your life really fast. Don't pay attention to them really fast. And then there's greed, oh, greed, right? So what we're learning in a world right now where there's a lot of polarization, people are out of alignment, people are out of balance. That's why we are here, to teach the truth. And you are going to find yourself when you find that beautiful balance, that sweet spot. Baby, that sweet spot. Yeah. Some of you watch sports, right? And some of you know about baseball. I'll teach you something about baseball, Light Warriors, yeah. So on the bat, right? If the ball hits the bat, but it has to hit the bat. You don't want to hit it all the way on the top, but it's a little bit below the top. It's an area of the bat called the sweet spot. And when you hit that sweet spot, oh yeah, you're going to hit a home run. And our everyday lives is hitting a home run right now. Yeah. Home run. Thousands of people. Write it down. Write it in a comment. It's time for a home run. Lisa Patterson, thank you so much. I appreciate that. It's all about the sweet spot. It's all about balance and alignment. You hit that sweet spot on the bat, you're going to hit a home run. It's time for the home runs, kid. Yeah, it's time for a home run. So you have to really know this at this time. You're not. Oh, I gotta suffer. I gotta suffer. And then you got the people. Oh, okay, greed, more. You have to just live your everyday life. It's again, and I've shared this a lot. It's the simple things that come from God. The simple, not the complex. It doesn't have to be so complex. It doesn't have to be so, it's got to be so difficult. It's got to be suffering. It's got to be, living in lack, right? We're not living in lack, and we're also not greedy. You have to find that sweet spot. And when you find the sweet spots of these things, the cardinal over there, there's a lot of birds going on, a lot of birds, a lot of chirping, a lot of stuff going on here, right? But you have to find the balance and alignment for your specific everyday life. And you have to start focusing and being concerned. Be concerned with you, right? So I'm watching. Uncle Mike is always watching. I'm watching things, right? We're going to get the peaceful palms over here. We got to get a little high vibes. Little high vibes in the area here. You get the palms going, you know. And you see this here palm. You see the palms. You see the peaceful palms here. We're down here in the 5th. Hey, Uncle Mike's in the 5th dimension. You see, I'll teach you about the palms. Okay. When I was a boy, I dreamt about the palms. I said, I would see the palm trees. I said, I gotta live with the palm trees. Simple. That's it. I live with palm trees now. Simple manifestation. I live in paradise. You got to find the things that resonate with you. I needed the palms. I need the palms in my life. And when I'm just living with do you feel happy when you look at you? Whatever resonates with you. Listen, there's people that are watching this right now. You rather live up on a mountain. You don't want to be with the palms or whatever. But you have to realize that there is something for you, right? And listen, maybe there's people that want to live in one of those towers in Manhattan, and it's a $1 million little thing, and that's what they want. Right, I'd rather live in the beach shack by the beach. That's my thing. Some people want to be in the hut up on a mountain. That's what they want for their life. So you have to stay focused on what you want for your everyday life. Okay, being concerned with your own life is so important. And that's why I observe things. I'm very grateful for our beautiful Facebook community as well. Yeah, why don't you hit us up on Facebook? The link is in the description, and we post, and it's really beautiful to me because now it's being social with one another, and I'm observing things. So I observe, maybe people that are part of the channel, and I get to observe what goes on with the humans. Yeah, I watch the humans. I observe humans. Yeah, I see what's going on with the humans. So you have to start being concerned with your own life. Yeah. I watch people argue on a Facebook back and forth. I'm looking at the post on Facebook. I said, this has got to be exhausting. All day long, back and forth, arguing back and forth, up and down, arguing. And Uncle Mike's just sitting there. And I said, oh my God, that's got to be exhausting. Aren't you tired? Don't you get tired of arguing all day? I know this. I know it better than you. This is the thing. I'm going to be. And I'm just like, shit, man, I'm just going to hang out with some. I'm just going to hang out in peace, right? We're just hanging out peaceful. So I observe the humans, okay? You can't spend your day arguing all day long. You know, start focusing on your life. You know, I look at people and you know, so on my journey, and I recently shared, you know, like I'll have trolls pop up onto my content, you know, and, you know, I course direct. So, you know, number one, when I'm doing that, this is my contact that I birthed into the world. I don't go to other people's content and try to tear them down. I don't have the time for that. I'm an actual man. I'm not a beta boy. I'm not a Jezebel. So we have to start taking out the accountability mirror. I see people out there, they're wasting time. They're not doing anything. They have no content. They have no value to society. If you're getting this message and you want to turn things around, and I'll give you a superhero tip. If you want to turn things around, start focusing on your life, right? Say, you know what? Maybe I need to stop this. Maybe I need to start focusing on what I'm building, what I'm teaching, what I'm bringing to society. And I watch a lot of humans do this. They go back and forth. I'm reading this guy had 90 comments. They're going back and forth, fighting all day long. Man, they're fighting all day long on a post. I went to the gym. I pumped. I cooked, I went to the beach, I did all these cool things, right? Hang out with cool friends, right? These are the things we have to do. So important. So on my content, sometimes I course direct. God course directs. Because you never know, because sometimes you might have a person and you course directed them. I recently, I'm catching up with the timeline of what's going on here. I watched the Ant-Man and the Quantum Mania, and you know, there was a guy that was the villain, right? He turned into MODOK, right? But he was a previous villain, and you know, he was always you know, attacking the family. And Cassie, you know, now she's becoming a superhero now, and you know, she knocks him down. He's on the floor, and you know, and he goes, he was like kind of just sitting there. He's like, I don't know what to do. And she's like, well, why don't you stop being a DICK? And he's like, oh, okay. And then at the end of the video, there was the mega, the bad guy, Kang. And, you know, they were like in the big fight, and this guy that she said, why don't you stop being a he goes, I'm not gonna be it. And he goes and he hits Kang, and he helps save them at the end of the movie. So the moral of the story is that, you know what, sometimes if you course direct people, they'll have a moment where they understand, you know what, I have to do better. And they make a massive change at the end. And, you know, he helped save them. I mean, they were like a family of superheroes, and, you know, he was actually part of their journey, and he made a decision at the end to help them when it came to the final moments. So reflect on that on your journey. These are the things that I do. The Gospel of Thomas. The Gospel of Thomas. Carisha, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Yeah, I try to give you behind the scenes. If you like more behind the scenes stuff, you hit the subscribe button. We have tons of content, all the platforms. The Gospel of Thomas is banned from the church, and you have to start understanding, you know, and this is where balance comes into play, because then there's people that they say, oh, I read the Bible, I know everything. You don't, and it's not your fault. You just didn't see everything. It's not your fault. It's no one's fault. The Gospel of Thomas, which was banned from the church, Yeshua, Jesus, you know, said the kingdom of God is within us, and we are all the sons and daughters of God. A lot of people are sitting out there. You don't realize that you actually have the ability to perform miracles. You have the power. You have the power of creation. Michael's here to help you remember that. And the answers are there. They're just hidden from us. And just like how Jesus, Yeshua, told us that the miracles that I perform, you could perform in greater. You have to realize we are the royal family. You could write that in the comments. Get the lions going. This is the lion heart season. The royal family rises. The royal family rises. It's not about one person. It's about a family. It's about all the people. We're all a family. Get the family going. The royal family rises. It's time. I appreciate that. Thank you. It's a Lionheart season. It's the return of Christ's light. And a lot of you know about the serious light that is coming in. And, you know, the Lionhearts, they have to rise. And this is your time period to rise. It's your time period. You have to rise. You make the jump. This is a timeline jump. And there are certain times where it's time to make the jump. Otherwise, you might have to go around again. You have to go around the spiral again, and that's okay when you're ready. We're not always ready at first. So if I go back to the beginning of this message, prior to me starting the channel, I told you I did work. Not that it was seen on YouTube or anything, but I did things. I planted seeds. That was my season that year. And you know, where I am now is in a different place. But now it's time. So you have to reflect on your life and where you are. Where are you in your life? And a lot of you, you've been putting in the work over the past 4 years. It's time to make that jump. It's been a rough time. And it was done on purpose. You know, we're refined. We're forged in the fire, you know. And, you know, even if you reflect on things, you know, the 7 years between the two eclipses, it's divine timing. It is divine timing. Write it in the comments. It is divine timing. So these are the things that I want you to really stay focused on. It's going to help you. It's going to help you on your everyday life journey. Midge, thank you so much for that. 3 weeks in finding this channel, the validation I received, you can't put a price tag on. I love you, family. I really appreciate that comment, Midge. Thank you for that. I really, there's beautiful words, you know, and that's really what I aspire to do. You know, I want to present something that is truthful and valuable to people. And, you know, let's start changing the standards. Let's have higher standards. Let's hold the standard of authenticity. And that's what I hold. You know, and I'm very grateful for those words. You know, when you do this work, it's these energies that type of that's the stuff you can't put a price tag on. That's the stuff you can't put a price tag on. You know, and you know, I'm here to tell you guys. You know, like I know that I went through a tough ride over the past few years, but it was for this reason. So don't just sit around and say, you know, we're not going around again. Like we did everything that needed to be done. Remember the frequency, relax. You're already here. Relax. You're already here. That was the energy this year. You know you're already here. There's nothing more to do. Because we tend to go back to that familiar past. That familiar past is finished. It's finished. So now, and I've shared this, please go to the channel page. The whole nervous system is resetting. Why is that, Uncle Mike? Because your entire life, you're built off of subconscious programs. So you lived in either your entire life or a long period of time, which could have been like the last, you know, 4 years. You know, we know since 2020, it's been a rocky road. You have subconscious programs that were repeated and repeated, and now your nervous system is changing because maybe you were used to being in fight or flight mode. So now your whole body has to change, and you know that's where this whole, like, you know, frequencies, energy, frequency, vibration. Well, that's where it goes to when it comes to the physical. We're energetic before we're physical. We're electromagnetic before we're chemical. Whatever the wording is you'd like to use. We're energy before we're physical. We're electromagnetic before we're chemical. You got to go to the source. A lot of you know about going to the source. We got to get to the root. You got to get to the source. That's where the power is. That's where the power is. And things have changed. So attention is a priority. Peace is a priority. Momentum is real. You have an increase of incoming light that's going to bring things to the light you never seen before. Have a knowing there's a highly electrical charge on the earth right now, which allows you to manifest things fast. But know the difference. You have to be in alignment. You have to have balance. Hit the sweet spot. Be the observer. And know, biblically, we are all the sons and daughters of God. And so it is. If you find this message interesting and you would like to learn more about our reality in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration, why don't you click subscribe, give the video a like so it becomes visible to more people, and please share with one other person, because when we all share with one other person, we will rapidly grow our 5D community. Yeah. You have to do it all. You have to practice what you preach. I'm doing it right now. I have this nice, it's a very comfortable shirt. It's a pink shirt, and the pink represents the inner child. Oh yeah, the inner child. And if you want to really manifest efficiently, quality things, you want to get in tune with the inner child. A lot of you saw that lesson. Go to the channel page, check that out. So, you know, you have to be comfy. I'm so comfortable, and I'm tapping into my inner child. And that's how this is happening. This is how you make the jump. And I hope that everything on this video today is helping anyone that listened all the way through. It's so important. And please take the time, leave comments. What did you take? What was the most important aspect of this? Or maybe you have multiple bulleted points that you took from today's lesson. And please share this video. And if it resonated and you haven't hit the subscribe button yet, I'm so grateful if you hit that subscribe button. It's really helpful. It helps get the videos out. We have daily videos, 9 a.m. Eastern time, to help you start the day off right. So that's everything that I do. Right? That's why a lot of people resonate with this channel. I practice what I preach. I don't say something. You're gonna see this out them. You're going to know them by their fruits. You have to really, really focus your attention right now. That's how you're going to navigate this timeline jump. Practice what you preach. So I say start the day off right. I'm getting up early. I'm writing my notes. I'm getting prepared. I'm getting the work done early. I get the day started. And again, know your season. Sometimes you have to rest. But especially right now, stay focused on what you're creating. Harley Ray, I appreciate you so much. Thank you for keeping this family grounded. When we get off course, Uncle Mike brings us back and puts us on the proper pathway to our inner self so we can manifest and thrive. I appreciate you very much, Harley Ray. The tremendous sage from Harley Ray Crystal Shop. I appreciate, that you got to get that organic sage. Yes, and sage everything out and cleanse everything. I cleanse my body. I'll be talking more about my my diet, my detox, what I do, how I keep the vibes high. These are the things that are going to help improve our everyday life. So I love you all. Share this message. So grateful. And leave comments. The Lion's Gate. Enter the royal family. I am the defender of our everyday lives. No matter what comes your way, light warriors, just keep going. I love you all. You have the power of Christ within you. Start creating a brand new reality, not only for you, but for your brothers and sisters. The foundation of the kingdom has been built. Love you all. Keep going, kid.